let's see. So boys, girls, you guys want to throw those cameras on? Let's get active. Let's get interactive. This is the last call of our web series with Coach Burt. I know a lot of you guys have like taken away a lot, have messaged me a lot of the new things that you've learned that you've been able to apply to your life. So it's awesome. Coach does this on a weekly basis on his Monster Producer Academy. This is the offer that he's going to present to you at the end of this call. He's put together a phenomenal, like a no-brainer of an option for everybody on the Simple Solar Squad. If you guys like the training, enjoy the coaching, feel that this has been of service and of value to you, go ahead and take advantage of the offer. At the end of it, he'll explain everything, but you'll be able to get this type of training live, once a week training with Coach Burt every single week. And aside from that, there's the Facebook group that you're part of where you're going to get every Tuesday and I believe Thursday as well, right? Every Tuesday and Thursday.
Basically what we're going to do, what we're going to offer you is a year's worth of my coaching and 2 boot camps. Mo has been to multiple boot camps with me, and we're going to do it at the same special that we offered at Halloween. So it's basically a year's worth of coaching for $997 plus 2 boot camps. And I do a Monday call every Monday where you get 30 to 45 minutes of coaching. I do a Tuesday, Thursday rhythm in the private Facebook group. I do a long form version every month. It is a lot of coaching. And my goal is to move the needle significantly. If you think the last 3 sessions have been really, really good, then imagine getting that every week. Imagine what you could do with your business if you had me behind you, powering you, pushing you, activating your prey drive, but more importantly, giving you tactic and strategy and how to earn more money, monetization, how to sell better, how to close better, how to activate your prey drive better, how to really play at the highest frequencies. So I told Mo that I was just going to get a ridiculous deal for you guys. And that's $997 for a year and include two boot camps with me. You can come to Tennessee. You can get in a room with me at my lodge and flip the switch, and Monster Growth will be the 2 that I will put you guys in. And Mo has been through one of those. And so I want to help you. I think it's the best thing I can do. It's at the most economical price I can give it to you. And I'm only doing it because of my relationship with Mo. So, I believe, as I told you, I'm coaching the #1 solar person in the world. He was just at my lodge last week, and I'm helping him write books. He's going to Las Vegas with me on a private jet in a few weeks. And, I just tell you, if I can help him, man, I know I can help you. So we'll put the link in here, Mo. We'll put the link in here for people to take action on if they're interested, and make sure they're up and going. Because I really believe I really believe that we can help everybody at a very high frequency.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, Frankie, you guys know Frankie came to the boot camp with myself, and he came back, and then he was on fire. Frankie came back, he was on fire. He's a different person. He got his team pumping, his team moving. So the boot camp's something different. You get in a room with Coach, and you guys know how different it is being like actually in person with him. You get a few days to spend with him at this awesome lodge in Tennessee, and then go have some fun at the honky tonk, and then
I didn't even get that part. Mo got an extra part I didn't get. I didn't get the honky tonk part, but that sounds like a lot of
fun. Cool. So the link is in there. It's in the chat. I'll go ahead and send it into the Simple Solar group chat as well for you guys. But again, it's $997. It's 1 year of coaching, literally 52 weeks and 3 to 4 sessions every single week, and 2 live events. So it's really a no-brainer of a deal. When I did, I think I paid like double for it. Back when I was in Idaho. I did, yeah. Back when I was in Idaho, that was before Coach and I really kind of started to know each other. So now he's getting to hook you guys up. So let's go ahead and get this call kicked off. Coach, go ahead and lead the way, man.
All right. So what we've been building in you is we've been building part of the sales system. And as you know, I was a basketball coach. So everything I do is based on probability. It's based on the science of playing at the highest levels. It's based on lots of experience of coaching people. So we started with prey drive. If you remember, activation of prey drive. How do we activate it every day? Okay, which is the first step in what I would call the monster growth selling system. We then moved to the explanation of service. And the explanation of service is that framework that we taught, the 6-step framework that helps you articulate your value, get common belief, right? Get agreement, and work through that up to a close. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about how to attack a day. Okay. And when you think about the day, I like to break this down and say this is real simple. Lots of people say they got time management problem. They're overwhelmed. They got too much to do. I'm going to give you some tools today. It's like, no, you don't have a time management problem. You have a confusion of priority. Okay. So what I do is I backtrack and I ask myself a simple question. What is the purpose of my business? Now you're going to say serve customers. I'm going to tell you the purpose of your business is to create a customer. That's the whole purpose of the business. We create customers by solving problems. Okay. We don't know what problems customers have until we initiate. Okay. We initiate a conversation. We disarm. We locate a problem. We offer a compelling solution. So the way you attack a day starts with one simple thing. What's the purpose of this business? The purpose of the business is to go out into the universe and produce customers. The way we produce customers is we present ideas to people and we locate problems. When we locate a problem, we offer a compelling solution. And so when I come into the day, I have a target. I'm trying to hit a certain target every 30 days. Okay. 30 to 31 days, no matter how many days there are in a month. My goal is to hit that target by participating in high value activity. And high value activity is money generating activity. Okay. Low value activity is any activity you participate during the day that has got nothing to do with making money. Okay. And I can't tell you how much time people waste in low value activity. Okay. So let me give an example. I was coaching a call center this morning that sells insurance. And I used to go there in person in Houston, Texas. And they wanted me to come in and get everybody excited in the morning. And I would go in there and I'd get everybody excited. And then a percentage of the people would, right after my meeting, would walk out of the room and go outside and spend 15 minutes smoking a cigarette, talking, goofing off on their cell phone. And they would do that, let's just say 4 times a day. 4 times a day times 15 minutes is 60 minutes, 60 minutes a day. And I would say, how long does it take you to close a deal? And they would say, it takes me an hour selling that particular product, or it takes me 1 hour to close the deal. Okay. And I said, well, you're wasting 1 hour a day by going outside, smoking a cigarette, talking on the phone, but you're also going to lunch, right? That's another hour. So you're really wasting 2 hours. And then you're going to the bathroom, talking to the person beside you. Let's just call it 3 hours a day. And I said, do you believe you're good enough to close one more sale if you had 3 more hours a day? And they said, oh, absolutely. And I said, okay, well, if you're going outside for an hour and you're eating for an hour and you're talking to friends and goofing off for an hour, you're really wasting 3 hours. So that's costing you 1 sale per day. 1 sale per day is 5 sales per week, 5 sales per week, right? Right. Times 4 is 20 sales per month. Times 12, you're really costing yourself 240 sales in a year. Now, let's just backtrack and say, oh, that's fictitious. Let's say it's costing you half of that, 120 sales a year. How much money are you losing by wasting on low value activity every single day by goofing off and wasting those 3 hours a day? Well, they'd say, oh, if I did 120 more sales a year, oh my gosh, here's how much money I could make. I said, well, that's how much money you're losing. When you really break it down, see, when I get off this call with you, I've done back-to-back coaching calls this morning. I could rest. I could take a break. I could go outside. I could goof off. I could play on the phone. I could call my wife. I could play on Instagram, or I could do a money generating activity, which is a high value activity. So when I come into the day, my day is focused. My mind is focused on what can I do to create new money. New money, new money, new money, new money. What can I do? How can I eliminate the slippage, the wasted time, the wasted movement? You know, I was a basketball coach, and I used to teach my players, how tight can you keep the ball to you so nobody can grab it from you? And I talked about wasted movement, like when you have it out in front of you and you cross over and you're real loose with the ball, there's all this wasted movement. That's why somebody took it from you. What you have to do is you got to have it real tight, and there's no waste. It's like you rip it across there. Well, in business world, there's no wasted movement means, man, I've only got so much time today, and there's only so many things I can hit, and there's only so much money I can produce if I'm focused on nothing but money generating activity. So I come into the day every day and I go, okay, who's on my hit list? Hit list is who has the money I'm looking for? Who can I help with my service? And how many people can I get to in a day? And I'm initiating. Then I say, who indicated interest, but I didn't close them? Who can help me? Like, who are my biggest advocates who can help me get in front of more people? And how do I attack this day with a focus on new money generation? Okay. How many of you have spent a day and you know you wasted an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in a day when you could have been making money? How many of y'all have done that? All of us have, right? All of us have. We're all guilty of that because we get distracted. And I just saw a stat when I was doing my last coaching session that said for every minute you get distracted, it takes 23 minutes to get back on task. So here's the deal. When Mo's trying to generate revenue, he needs to be thinking, okay, who can I help today that's got money? Who can I help? Okay, who's indicated interest, but I haven't closed them? Who are strategic partners that I need to be going to get in front of more people? Who is on my hit list? Who is in my farm club? Who are my biggest advocates who can be helping me? How can I go back to those people? Right? Like this is how I focus on attacking a day. Money generating activity. You don't need more money, you need more people. The people have the money. And so when you start understanding this, it's like, how can I get in front of more people? I was on a call just a minute ago with two or three different companies. And I was thinking, there was a leader of one of those companies on there that I've never called before. I've never presented an idea to. I've never gone deeper with. I've never tried to sell anything to. I was flying back once on my jet, and my pilot, I have two pilots, and my pilot said, Coach, I got a side business that I do, you know, when I'm not flying, and I probably need a coach for that business. It never occurred to me in a million years to ask my own pilot to take advantage of my coaching services. Why not? Why not ask? Why not? See, it never occurred to me. It's like there's a dude sitting right here with me that I've never even asked. How many of you have walked by people that you've never asked to use your services for some reason, for whatever reason? So to me, all the people we need, i.e. all the money we need, is already available to us. We just haven't had the prey drive to initiate a conversation. We haven't had the prey drive to go back and follow up. We haven't had the prey drive to get in front of more people. We haven't, like I'm guilty of this. Okay. It shouldn't have been Mo asking me to get in front of you guys. It should have been me asking Mo, how do I get in front of your team? That's initiating. You don't need more money. You need more people. The people have the money. So when I come into the day, this is a simple plan that I use, okay, to attack. Okay. Number one, I get up in the morning at typically 5 a.m. Okay. I listen to something spiritual. I head to the gym. I'm in Florida right now at my house in Florida. So I get up this morning, and first thing I do is I change my state. I want to listen to something spiritual. I want to change my state with exercise. Then I see my family. Then I listen to something on business. 8:30, I meet with my team. Okay. 9 to 11, I'm focused on nothing but new money. Where can I get that new money from? Current people in the pipeline, past people, strategic partners, direct leads, ever how I'm generating leads. That's my hit list. So my hit list are, I can go to current clients and get more. That'd be referral or cross sell something. I can go to past clients or past people that indicated interest. I can go to strategic partners. Hey, how do I get in front of those people? Or I can go to direct leads, ever how I generate leads. See, these are my hit list. Every day I got a hit list. All the hit list represents is new money. New money, new money, new money, new money. Okay. Then I go back to my farm club and I go, okay, who has indicated interest that I didn't close? but I thought they were really interested. And then I put those people in what I call my red zone. And my red zone are people who's like, they're hot right now, right? It's like they're hot right now. And what I got to do is I got to get them across the finish line because they're very interested, but they didn't take action. Okay. I call that my red zone. Then I move to my biggest advocates. Who can help me? Who can help me? And how do I spend time with those people? Now, this is long-term thinking. Let me give you an example. Last week, I got a call from a group of people that's doing solar, and they're working with Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street. But they're generating lots and lots of leads. And Mo, you may be interested in this for your team. They're generating lots and lots of leads for Belfort, but they don't like working with Belfort. Say he's difficult to work with, hard to work with. And they're like, look, we have stumbled upon ways to generate all kinds of crazy leads for solar people, and it's working. And I trust these guys. We need another person in solar who would be easier to work with, that we would enjoy working with, so we can form a partnership and produce these leads for this person. And my mind typically goes to the people I work with: Mo Fala, okay, Michael O'Donnell, Jerry Fusel. Like, my mind is like, okay, let me introduce you to some dudes. These are dudes that just to have a conversation. This is why you need to be working advocates. This is why you need to be working feeder systems. This is why you need to be working your top 25. This is why you need to be following up with people. This is why you need to be understanding a sale is not just direct. I don't just sell Jay. A sale is, what if I sell Mo and Mo gets me in front of Jay and Jay gets me in front of 30 or 40 other people or 5,000 people? Everybody see that? Like, you got to quit thinking of selling as I'm just selling direct. Selling is, man, I'm working with feeder systems and strategic partners and top 25 people and associations of new people, because we don't need more money. We need more people. The people have the money. So when you think about this, how many of you are guilty of coming into the day but you're not on your A game? You waste a lot of time. You're not playing offense. You're playing defense. You don't have your hit list and farm club and top 25, and you're just going throughout the day. Next thing you know, man, you wasted a bunch of time. How many of us are guilty of this? Yeah, we all are. So how much money is that costing us? When you have a focused machine. Now, here's the deal. When you guys said you wanted to be number one, Mo, are you guys still number one in the contest?
We are. Oh yeah, we're number one in the contest. We're like 20 some plus ahead now.
Now, do you know where that started? It started with a simple decision to be number one. The word decide means kill off. It's like, man, I'm going to be number one. Same thing is true here. Same thing. I believe, like, I'm working through a decision right now where I got to put $800,000 into a deal. And I was comfortable putting 650 into it. But then they come back and say, well, we need to put 800 into it, 800,000 of cash. And I was talking to one of my buddies one day, and I said, man, I just don't know if I want to put 850,000 of my cash into this deal. And he said, well, we're not talking about 850,000. We're talking about 150,000, because you were willing to put 650 in, but now you're scared to put 800 in. He said, we ain't talking about 800. We're talking about 150, because you would have put 650 in and not even thought twice about it. And I'm like, you're right. He said, so all you got to do is go out and find $150,000. He said, as creative as you are, you're telling me you can't figure out how to find $150,000. Okay. And when he said that, I'm like, you're exactly right, man. It ain't hard to find $150,000. All you got to do is close some deals. All you got to do is create something. All you got to do is go to your pipeline. All you got to do is collect the money that people owe you. All you got to do is, like, you can find $150,000 walking up and down the street if you just were good enough. So the way he said it to me, though, is the way you're looking at this is all wrong. You're scared to do this, but you weren't scared to do this. And this is how far you're off. Now, you go find that money tomorrow if you wanted to, Coach. This is how we need to be thinking. When we go out every day, like, I'm thinking about my network of people right now. I was trying to raise money for something once, and it was $800,000. This was several years ago. And I thought, man, I'm going to get 8 people to give me $100,000. And I thought it was hard. And I watched one thing with Patrick Bet-David on raising capital. And he talked about family and friends, and something he said triggered something in me. And I said, you know what? I hadn't called that dude. And I called one dude and he said, "Oh, would it be okay if we just gave you all 800,000?" See, I was thinking of it. I was going to go out and get 100,000 by 8 people, and it's real hard to get that out of 8 people. I called one dude and he said, "You know what? We'd like to give you all 800." It wasn't hard at all. I just called the wrong person. I was just calling the wrong person. So for you, you got to get in your mind that this ain't hard. It has to do with my mindset of abundance and how I attack a day, and how do I come into the day with a rhythm and a flow. Okay. Now, when you're thinking about this, where Mo, do you think most people's distractions come in? The word distract means to pull apart. And what happens, what I see is people get into the day and they become distracted. Let me give you an example. Tim Grover said this. I asked him, did Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade ever lose their confidence? And he said, no, big time people never lose their confidence, but they do get distracted. Okay. And what happens is I'm working the muscle. I'm presenting ideas. I'm following up. I'm trying to close deals. And then I get over here distracted by this. What do you think people get distracted by, Mo, that pulls them away from their money generating activity?
Girls, probably like maybe drinking or smoking or partying. Instagram, probably being a consumer on it. Don Diego, what do you think? Don Diego, you see it a lot on your side.
Yeah, I think social media a lot, like especially for our generation. I feel like that's something I waste a lot of time with.
Well, you got to ask yourself a question. I'm okay with promoting through social media as a high value activity, but when it becomes I'm wasting time versus money generating activity, it becomes a low value activity, right? And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to remember the difference between high value and low value. When I was a basketball coach, I had a rule. I wanted to get the ball to the midline in less than 2.3 seconds. And that means when the other team scored, I wanted the ball at the midline in 2.3 seconds. So I was always on offense. I was always attacking. To me, attacking sales is I'm minimizing my distraction. Okay. And let's just take the drinking, for example. From 20 to 30, I drank a lot. I mean, and I would work hard all week, party all weekend, be hungover, chasing women, all those type things. And then I made a decision when I was, 30 something years old, man, I'm going to go pro. This is not how professional lives. Professionals use weekends to restore and rejuvenate and get better and study and come into Monday, and they're focused and they're on fire. They're not dragging and hungover and lazy and in a slumber, because your body just doesn't function at a high level when you spend a lot of time partying and drinking and staying up all night. Okay. Now, so I made a decision, man, I'm going to go pro. Okay. And when I go pro, I'm going to focus on how do I play at the highest level possible. And that will result in more money and more sales and a better life and all those things. And when I made that decision to go pro, I said, I got to treat my body like a professional. I got to work out every day. I got to eat right. I got to get the right vitamins. I got to sleep. I got to perform, because people are paying me a lot of money to perform. Okay. And so you think about the discipline that an athlete has amongst all the distractions. I mean, think about major athletes, what kind of distractions they have: drugs, women, partying, attention, social media. And one of the things, if you watch that documentary about Michael Jordan, is he talked about how he never got involved in a lot of the partying. Now, he may have had other things he did. He may have gambled. He may have done this, but he didn't. But like he said, when the rest of the Bulls were partying, he wanted to be the best so badly that he kind of sacrificed those things, and he wasn't interested in those things. He was interested in being the best, which takes what? Discipline. So when you think about coming into the day playing offense, my day is centered around, I got a hit list of new money I'm calling on every day. But that could be strategic partners. Could be deals that make money. Okay. For me, it's real estate deals now. It's other deals that make money. Okay. It's not just me selling my coaching services. Okay. It's number two, I got a farm club of people that have indicated interest that I haven't closed. I got a red zone of people that are right there, man, right there, and they want to do something. I got to get them across the finish line. Got a red zone to get them across. They're in the 20-yard line. And then I've got my big strategic partners I'm calling on. And you may say, man, I'm 20 something years old. Why do I need these? Because you need to be thinking long term. You need big time strategic partners to open doors for you that you can't open, that you can't get in. And you need to be spending time and energy with people who can open new possibilities, what I call new associations for you. Now, after I do these things, hit list, farm club, top 25, I'm always pushing people to something in the future. And I like to say, there is no wasted movement, meaning every phone call I make, every text message I send, every follow-up I have, there is, whether you take action or not, that's no wasted movement. How many of you have ever done a good job selling, try to convince a person to buy, they didn't, whatever the case, maybe you followed up like a professional, and nothing ever happened for a period of time, only for something to happen at some point in the future. Anybody ever have that? Okay, let me give an example. I flew to North Carolina not long ago, about a year and a half ago, to try to close some business. I spent a lot of money on the sales pitch. I went there, I made my pitch. I followed up like crazy. They didn't respond. They didn't email. They didn't follow up. They didn't even acknowledge that I even followed up for like a year, guys. And I think, man, it's a dead deal. Last night, I'm downstairs with my wife and kids. Guess what happened? I get a text message. Hey, coach, we're doing a conference in Vegas. Major mastermind people are going to be there. We want you to be there in May. Now, you say, well, what's the point of that? The point is, there is no wasted movement in the follow-up. There is no wasted movement in selling. Every phone call, every text message, every door knocked on, every follow-up matters, folks. Every single one matters, because you never know whose door you're going to knock on that can help you. Okay, now, how do most people come into the day? Ryan, how do most people come into the day? They play offense or defense?
Probably defense.
What does that look like?
Not taking action, just kind of playing it, like just being reactive instead of proactive.
Now, I want to show you guys something, and I don't know if you could see it or not, but if you looked at my hit list for today of the activity that I was going to be taking, okay, you can't see it because I got this background. What it says is, it says Monday. It's got hit lists 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 actions that I need to take. Then it's got 4, boom, 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 5 more things that I need to do. Then it's got all the people that owe us money in our coaching that I need to call. Then it's got all the deals that I'm working. Then it's got all these other things that I'm doing. So if you looked at the whole day of everything I'm working on, there's probably 30 to 50 actions I'm taking today in a day to try to produce revenue. All of them to try to hit some revenue target. Okay. Now, when did I sit down and map that out? I mapped it out yesterday. I never come into the day without my complete day mapped out. What time am I waking up? What am I doing first? What time do I get dressed? What am I attacking? How am I transitioning from meeting to meeting? Who am I going to talk to? What am I going to say? Who am I trying to close? And then I'm adding. So as I'm talking to Ryan or Mo, I'm having ideas. Oh, you know what? I need to go back to that person. Oh, I need to go back to that person. Man, I need to go back to that person. See, I just added 3 more people. Look at that. See, we think, oh, it's so hard. Where do we go get money from? I'm sitting here like, oh, no, I need to go back to that person. Look, I'm adding more people when I'm talking to you guys. Just by talking to you, I'm adding more people to my hit list. Somebody on there's got money. Yes or no? So I see you're not coaching me. I'm coaching you. But while I'm coaching you, it's like opening up the pathway for me to go out and get some more, man. Okay. It's always there, fellas. It's always there, and it's always available. Okay. You don't need more people. You don't need more money. You need more people. The people have the money. And what we do though, is we waste a lot of time. Okay. Now let me give you a few more categories that I use. So I got a hit list every day. Hit list represents what? Somebody tell me what hit list represents. Brandon Carter, what does a hit list represent?
It's everything you mark down for the day. It's your goals, your milestones to hit.
That's right. And it's anything, it's any activity or movement I take that will produce or could produce new money. Any activity that I take that could produce new money. Okay. Number 2, I got a farm club. All right, Jimmy Thomas, what's the farm club represent?
Farm club is people that you haven't closed yet.
There you go.
Haven't closed yet.
It's people that have indicated interest, but I haven't closed them. All right. Now, if I said red zone, Jimmy, in the farm club, there's a subset of people called the red zone. Who are those people?
People that you need to call, you have to go see, follow up with.
All right. So think of the red zone like this. We're in football season. These are people who are closest. They're the hottest. They're the most interested. All I got to do is like maybe one knockout punch, boom, get them across the finish line. So the farm club represents this big group of people that have said they're interested in your product or service. The red zone represents people that are right here. We just got to get their attention. We just got to close them down. This is the people I go to first. These are the people most interested. Boom, I got to get them. Okay, because they're right there. They're interested. They haven't taken action. So I got the farm club, but the red zone are my first focus. Then I have what I call my top 25. Mo, give them an example of who would be in your top 25, some of your biggest relationships and how they help you.
In my top 25, it'd probably be somebody like Sam Taggart, just to be able to call and get recruits from. Brandon Hall, likewise. People who I've been like family members or friends that are like across other states who know people. I mean, like my big game right now, it's like, the big emphasis for me, the highest level of service that I can personally provide for somebody is not to go out and to go sell a deal. It's to bring somebody to work within Simple Solar. That's the highest value that I can provide to somebody. So it's mostly on who do I know that knows people that would be able to enter our business.
Now, when you think about this, like I want to call these strategic partners. Okay. Strategic partners bring you what I call new associations. They bring you new people. So when I go to a guy like Sam Taggart and Sam says, I want to put you in front of all these door-to-door people, that doesn't add one more person to the equation for me. It could add thousands of new people to the equation for me. Now, from the thousands of people, I find a Mo Falla. I find Michael O'Donnell. I find a Jared Fusel. I find a Jefferson Rogers. I find so-and-so. What I need is to be feeding new people into the pipeline every day. So part of my hit list is calling on these strategic partners and going, how do we do something for your people? How do I get in front of your people? How do I add value to you? How do I bring value to you? How do I create, right? Okay. So when you think about this, So when you think about this, I'm trying to figure out how do I need to feed more people into my pipeline? That is a very important equation. Okay. And you may think just to sell them solar. No, not just to sell them solar. Okay. To open doors to new possibility. Yes, to sell solar. Yeah, of course we do. Right. Now, here's an example. I didn't even consider solar at my lodge in Tennessee or any of my properties until I started working with solar people. I didn't even know. I didn't consider it. I didn't think about it. I would have never thought about it until I started working with solar industry people. Well, what if Mo sells me on solar and I turn around and sell Sharon Lecter on solar, because Sharon Lecter's got this off the grid property in Scottsdale, Arizona, where she does her events at, completely off the grid, uses solar, but she was dissatisfied with her solar person. What if she turns around and brings people to her lodge out in Scottsdale, Arizona? They see that she uses solar. All of those people go back and start using solar. Through relationship with me, I introduce you to Sharon Lecter. Sharon Lecter introduces you to all these people. Next thing you know, you got all these people that you never had before. That all started with a strategic partner. That's where it all started, okay? And so what I'm trying to get you guys to open up your mind to is I come into every day with this focus: hit list, farm club, top 25, connectors, aspirational contacts, database blasts, social media plays. And what I'm trying to do is just generate so much freaking activity that leads are coming in the door and associations, and I can't even get to all of it. Like I have 3,000 people I can't even get to. It drives me crazy, man. And every day there's 300 more people coming in the door. Is that a good problem or a bad problem, Ryan?
That's a good problem.
That's a good problem, right? Because I know out of all those people, somebody's going to buy something. Right? It's a pure game of volume. All right. So what questions do you have about how to work the system? How many of you have this kind are cultivating this kind of discipline every day? Because this is the kind of discipline we need. Okay. Because today, folks, we're drawing a line. No more distraction. We're not letting anybody else distract us. Not a girl, not a boy, not drinking, not social media, not partying. Like, we are going to make a decision to go pro. And when we make a decision to go pro, we're going to sit down and map our days out every day. We're going to map out minute to minute. It's not going to go like that, by the way. There's going to be problems and confusions and, you know, and all kinds of things. And what I got to do is stay focused.
Watched it yesterday, bro.
What I got to do is stay focused on the end prize, which is hitting that target every 30 days, right? It's hitting that target every 30 days. Okay. And that's the number one thing to me. So what questions do you have about staying this kind of discipline? The word discipline, by the way, is a derivative of the word disciple. It means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in.
I got a question for you, Coach.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, man. So I remember you saying earlier that for every minute of distraction, it takes you 23 minutes to get back on track. So for those times where maybe you veer off of your list, and you do actually get distracted, because I'm sure it will happen, how do you kind of snap back to it quicker? Is there some techniques that you know to snap back to focus?
Yeah, that's a great question. The reason I draw it up every day, and I draw it up on my iPad, this system, so I got a hit list, Farm Club Top 25, is because when when I start getting involved in low value activity, drama, wasted energy, talking about other people, negativity, anything that would pull me away from my goals, I have to remind myself, no. Get back to high value activity, which is money producing activity. And then me having it right there in front of me, it's like, this is the action I got to take right now. Right? Like this, seeing it all day long, I'm looking at it and I'm adding new people. Like, there's no way I'll ever get to everybody that's on my list right here today, man. There's just physically no way. But let me tell you something. That don't stop me from making the list and working the system. But it's not just random names. Like, it's a true system. And I'm adamant about not wasting my time when it comes to low value activity. I'm in a money generating mindset, and I cannot do things that do not help me produce new revenue for my company. And I see people all day long whine, pout, complain. I'm tired. I'm worn out. Oh my God, what's the weather going to do? What's the governor going to do? Who's the president going to be? Man, I ain't got time for all that. I got to go out and produce. That's my focus every day. No, all those things are external, by the way. Okay, I'm focused on my internal need to go hit a target, and that target is greater than any little bitty problem I got during the day. So that's a great question, Brandon. So it may cost me 2 or 3 minutes when I get distracted, but man, it don't cost me 23 minutes, right?
Coach, so I remember the exact moment when I decided to turn pro, and I didn't realize back then that was the moment. But now looking back and thinking of it, I remember the exact instance that happened, the exact occurrence that happened when it was all right, I need to get my shit together. And then after that moment, everything was just pro decision. How do people know when it's the time to go pro, and how do people make that decision to go pro, and if people what needs to happen for that to occur for somebody?
Yeah. So I'm down here at my beach house, and my beach house is on the market right now for 2.6 million, but it ain't on the beach. It's actually 2-3 blocks off the beach, and that's how much the properties cost down here where I have a house. It's 2.6 million, and it ain't even on the beach. So I was out exercising this morning, Mo, and I exercise up by the houses that are on the ocean. And all those houses start at 7 million, 8 million, 9 million, 10 million. And I'm watching a dude come out this morning, get his mail, and I'm walking by his house. And just seeing him in that house he was in, I was like, dang, I want that house. I got a cool house. I got a 9-bedroom house. But it ain't up there on the ocean. I got to walk up to the ocean. that activated my prey drive, man. So I think part of going pro is looking at somebody and going, you know what? I want what that dude has. That dude's got this and I ain't got it. And he ain't a bit better than me. He's not smarter than me. He's not more motivated than me. He's not more talented than me. Like I think part of going pro is this decision to pursue potential, to pursue capacity, to pursue your God-given abilities, to pursue, it's not financial to me, by the way. It's not just, I want a bigger house than the one I have. I just want one on the ocean because that's what I've always wanted. So my point is, Mo, to decide, to make a decision. The word decide means to kill off. I'm going to get out of the bars. I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit goofing. Now there's a time and place to have fun, go honky tonk. And I'm not saying don't have any fun, guys, because y'all are young and I was young and wild and I don't regret it. But I would tell you that at some point I said, I can't lay out in bars all weekend and be hungover on Monday and produce at a high level. I can't sleep all day. I can't goof off. I can't get distracted by women. I can't, like, I'm wasting my time here, man. I got to get serious. And I think for you, Mo, the prey drive is activated when you want something. Okay. And you want it bad enough to sacrifice, to subordinate something else. And to me, that's when you make a decision to go pro.
Cool.
Great question. And you guys are at an age, man, the quicker you make a decision to go pro, the more earning power you're going to have. What I love about coaching you guys is where you are in your life and how much impact I know I could have in your life. Because if I would have had a guy like me coaching me from 20 to 30, man, there's no telling where I would be. Okay. I wouldn't be where I am today. I would be so much more advanced. And that's a huge regret that I have. I didn't have a guy like me coaching me from 20 to 30. I didn't really start getting these coaches till I was 30 to 40 years old. And I really wasted a decade not having the right coach help me with my earning power and focus and discipline. I mean, I was a championship coach, guys. It wasn't like I was a bozo, but man, I could have been, my business savvy could have been so much better if I would have had somebody coaching me at the age you guys are. So that's what I love about coaching you.
Yeah, for sure. And I totally agree with you. You know, it's like the only reason why I've been able to, you know, do the things that I have and get to where I'm at is for the last 10 years, I've just been investing in myself and coaches and training and mentors and programs and et cetera. And like, just making quick decisions like, okay, yeah, this maybe $1,000 course or $5,000 to do this, and like scared as shit. Cause I'm like, you know, 17 years old, 18 years old. And like, I don't have that kind of money, but it's like, you know what, it's like, what could be on the other side of it? Like, yeah. That's the idea that goes on would go through my head whenever it came to coaching. It's like, what could be on the other side of it? Like, okay, I could always get that back. It's just money. Like you can always go back and you can get it. But if I don't do it, what is that costing me? Is like always the thought that went through my head. So like, yeah, I mean, it's so freaking important. But guys, we got probably like 10 minutes or so left. Let's open this up for some other people to ask some questions, because this is unless we work out something else with Coach to come on and do some more calls with us. This may be one of the last times that he comes on as a group. But obviously you guys have access to the 1-year coaching where you're going to be able to get this every single week. So let's just open up to some last questions here as we wrap this call up.
Yeah, and ask any question that you want to ask me, right? I mean, this is a good chance for you to ask about the coaching if you're interested in the coaching. I mean, basically, what we're trying to do is give you a year's worth of coaching. Give me coaching you every Monday, every Tuesday, Thursday, every month, every week. And we're giving that to you for less than $1,000. Plus, we're giving you 2 boot camps for those people that take action. So if you got questions about the coaching, ask. If you got questions about the system or anything about mindset.
When's the next boot camp?
All right, so think of boot camps like this. I have the 2 boot camps we're giving you. It's called Flip the Switch, how to activate the prey drive in you and your people, and Monster Growth, which is my pure selling system. My next one is in January. I've got Flip the Switch the 6th and 7th of January, and the 28th and 29th is Monster Growth. Then I repeat those every quarter. So if you can't come to one of those, it's no problem. Your credit just extends to the next one, the next one that you can come to. And those boot camps are typically, they are typically $997 to $5,000. So we're really giving those to you for free when you take action on the full year of coaching. Good question, Donnie.
I'll be
When did
signing
that
up.
coaching start up?
The coaching starts immediately when you sign up and click on the link that we put in the chat. Mo's got the link as well. What we're doing is we're giving you a special I ran at Halloween. It's not publicized. It's not on. If you go to my website today, this coaching program is $299 per month. So it's $3,600 a year. If you take it through the way we're giving it to you, we're giving it to you for $997, plus we're giving you the 2 boot camps. When you take action, the coaching starts immediately. As soon as we get you onboarded, you can be on my Monday call this afternoon and you're in the program. There's no, it starts when you commit immediately. So as soon as we get you in, you come in the program, I have a customer service rep, get you up and get you going. Boom, you're on my Monday call. You're in the system. You're in the private Facebook group. I want speed. I don't want any friction on the customer. I want it to happen very quickly. And then we let you pick which boot camp you want to come to, and you start looking at the dates and you go ahead and get scheduled for the boot camp you want to come to. If something happens, you can't come to that one, you just come to the next one, because I do those 4 times per year.
And coaching and investing and stuff like this is you also get tax benefits too. So you also get tax write-offs. So
Yep.
So it's time for some of you guys to start spending some money. Might as well pay it to yourself rather than pay the IRS.
That's right. It's 100% tax, 100% tax deductible. And as you guys begin to earn more money, you're going to learn that you need to really, and you need to spend money on yourself, or you're going to give that money to the government. In 2017, I bought a jet and this 9-bedroom house on the same day on December 31st. And that was for tax purposes. So, that particular year I made a lot of money, and I'm like, man, I'm going to give the government a bunch of money if I don't do something. So I bought a house in Florida and I bought a jet that day, and that helped me with taxes significantly. Now I use both of those, by the way, to make more money. So don't think that I bought them for fun. I bought them because they're assets, and those assets help me generate more revenue. I don't buy anything unless it helps me produce more money. But courses, I was looking at a course the other day that was $50,000 for me to go to, and it's 100% tax deductible. You could pay that in 2020, and it can help you with taxes. So if I was going to do it anyway, why not do it before the 31st of December so I can go ahead and take action and get the tax benefit of that?
Coach, Jay Carver here. Just took me 2 minutes. I've already signed up for your program.
There we go. Come on, brother. Thank you. Congrats.
Go.
Jay, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Be seeing you soon. Hey, I live here in Nashville, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Nice. So you'll be able to come to my courses live every month. We live stream those. I will be teaching live in Nashville every month. So you'll be able to come physically in the room if you want to be there in the room with me and watch it when I teach those courses.
Sure.
Cool. Here's a question, Coach. A lot of people in our group are obviously very young, haven't made the type of money that they've made before. A lot of people here are 6-figure earners at, very, very, very young ages, 20 years old, 19 years old. And what would be your advice on not spending like ridiculously and buying like things that you shouldn't be buying?
Yeah. And this is going to be a temptation as you begin to earn more income, guys, because the society tells you to spend that money on expensive things. I buy assets. Now I buy cool assets. But I use those assets to generate more money. So I buy real estate that I could use. So this house that I'm in now, although it's my personal house, I use it for retreats. Because you'd say, why do you need a 9-bedroom house? I do retreats here where people come and spend time with me. They pay to come down and spend 2 or 3 days with me. The jet I use to get from place to place and to take people with me. I'm taking a trip to Vegas next week on that jet where 6 or 7 people are going with me, but they all paid $7,500 to travel with me. So in essence, the trip made, could make 50,000. If the jet cost me 20 to travel out there, then I'm 30,000 to the positive. So I buy things that help me make more money. I don't just buy what most people would call liabilities, meaning I buy things that cost me money. So if you're young and you're starting to make more money than you've ever made, I would really encourage you to learn the difference between an asset and a liability and use money to make more money. Purchase things that can help you make more money. I'm not saying don't buy a nice car. I'm not saying, but there needs to be an understanding of the difference between a liability, which costs you money, and an asset, which makes you money. Okay. And I typically use money to make more money. So that would be my best piece of advice. Grow your financial IQ. There's a book out there called How to Grow Your Financial IQ by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lechter. And I strongly recommend understanding the difference between buying assets and buying liabilities. Rich Dad, Poor Dad will teach you that too.
Any last questions before we wrap this up?
All right. I want to encourage you guys, for those of you that are out there thinking about taking action, Mo would tell you, Mo, thank you. Jimmy, thank you very much. For those of you that are just thinking about this, if it scares you to invest that $997, trust me, what I'm going to teach you, one call with me will be worth that much money, guys. What I'm going to teach you about selling, closing, building momentum in life, following up, how to attack a day, how to become a person of interest, that's going to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to you. So know that there are people in this program that you're looking at that are earning between 500,000 and 4 million per year personally, and they're going to get the same coaching you get. So if you're out there thinking, is this a good investment? Is it not a good investment? I really want to challenge you. The way you're looking at it is look at it as, hey, I'm investing in a proven guy who can show me how to make a lot more money. And I don't think Mo would bring me into work with you in 3 sessions or take time if he didn't think I knew what I was doing. And so I really want to encourage you, if you're thinking about doing it, man, just do it. It's $1,000. And trust me, if you don't make all that money back, there's something really going on there. So I want to encourage you, if you're out there, that's the best deal I have to offer you. It's not even public. You couldn't find that deal anywhere on the internet. 2 boot camps and 1 year of coaching for $997. I mean, it's like $83 a month, man. And it is a heck of a deal. It's a lot of coaching for $83 a month. And you're not betting on me, man. I've already proven myself. You're betting on you. Okay. You're betting on you taking what you're learning to the next frequency. And I believe I'm the right guy to do it for you. So if you take an action, thank you. We'll get you set up. I'll tell my customer service reps who signed up today. We'll get you enrolled, get you going, get your boot camps picked.
So I put that link in the Simple Solar group chat as well. If for some reason you can't access it and you need to reach out to me, I have that link as well. So you can just shoot me a text message, and we can get that taken care of for you. But yeah, I mean, like he says, I'm in the coaching program. I'm on the calls every week. I'm in the Facebook group every week. Mike O'Donnell's on there, and as soon as I saw Mike O'Donnell go on there, I was like, oh man, this if that guy's gonna get trained and coached by this guy, I want to do the same thing that guy does, because we all know who he is. I mean, 7-figure producer, probably the best direct salesperson in solar. And if he's getting the same coaching, I want to get the same coaching too. So successful people do what successful people do. So you follow successful people. If you see someone successful doing a certain thing, you follow what successful people do, and that's how you become a successful person. If you want to be a millionaire, you can't be worried about $1,000.
100%. We focused on the wrong number, man. We can't make 997,000 if we focused on 997. Okay. So I hope thank you guys, number one, for letting me coach you. Thank you for being so coachable, man. I really appreciate you. God bless you. I look forward to working with some of you. Mo, thank you for being the leader you are and the man you are. And let's go out there and crush it this week, man. I got big goals and I got X number of days in November to hit them. So go out there and crush it.
Thanks so much, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You too.